If there's one thing I learned from the mid-1990s, it's as long as you're attractive, you can wear whatever dumbfuck clothing you want. And that's pretty much the whole point of The Crow. Anyway, when the film starts, it's Devil's Night, which is just called that for the sake of being edgy, like everything in this film. And these streets are hard.
Okay, I'm sorry. Bang, bang, bang. No, I'm not.
And during all the commotion, this cop's having a cig in a crime scene. And he don't want it, so he just stubs the cig out in the crime scene. But he can't wrap his head around why he's been demoted back down to beat cop later in the film. And this goddamn hippie, played by Bruce's lad, fucking Brandon, gets thrown out of his apartment window by some goons for reasons that the spirits of the underworld aren't too fucking thrilled about. So he comes back to life as a mudman with a fear of birds. So he heads back to his old flat, and his cat, like all cats, is a miserable prick, so he claws him on sight. And that's when he realises he's got the special powers. So he's like, well, okay then, Rampage it is. But before that, he decides his look just isn't edgy enough. So like any hardened vigilante, he spends 2 hours doing his hair and makeup, but he just can't get the blusher right. Meanwhile, the boys that killed him are both bragging about it and planning the next crime in a public location. And the boss is like, who got some ideas for crimes? And he's like, John, I've told you, the bullets go in guns, not in your fucking... Ugh. Right, well anyway, moving on. Oh, for fuck's sake, Keith. How are we ever going to get anything done if you two keep drinking all the fucking bullets? Anyway, while the boys are hashing that out, Keith nicks out for a quick ciggy, because he's got a sour belly from all them bullets he drank. And while he's there, Brandon senses his moment, so he comes tearing out of this alley at him, and Keith uses the tactic of getting rid of all of his weapons as quick as he can. And while this is occurring, at the big boss villain's 90s rock bar lair, which is so 90s rock bar lair, there's a guy doing welding while the band are on. And upstairs, within this lair, the big boss villain's like, childhood is over the day you know you're gonna die. And that statement is just so goddamn metal, it just fucking kills the escort. Anyway, Brandon heads to the shop, because he's just dying for a pomegranate zest. And he's like, 1 pomegranate zest, please. And this guy makes the schoolboy error of telling the face-painted lunatic at 3 o'clock in the morning that his made-up drink doesn't exist. So he starts tearing through the shop, looking for it. And the owner's like, listen, you fucking dunce. There's no such drink. I want my fucking zest. I want my fucking pomegranate zest. That doesn't fucking exist. It does not exist. So he burns the shop down. And after that, he goes after John and Keith's other friend. And he's like, I will shoot you, you prick. And he's like, I watched Keith drink all your bullets, mate. Well, I suppose you've got me there. You honestly think I'd leave me bullets lying around willy-nilly when Keith's about? And in an ironic twist of fate, his surplus of bullets was his downfall. So Brandon teams up with his cop, and he also reads his mind, because that's a fucking thing, I guess. But he went too deep and he saw something he just wasn't equipped for. And he's like, is this your wife? And he's like, yeah, well, not anymore, we're getting divorced. Oh, that's funny. Oh, fuck you, you fucking skinny prick, get out of me flat. Meanwhile...
Smokes and road beers, be quick.
He's fused to his own car, we're gonna have to ID his teeth.
So the villain set a trap for Brandon, as it is remarkably easier to source ammunition now that Keith's dead. But it'll take more than all those smooth, malty bullets to stop Brandon. And this guy's like, nice outfit. Are you actually taking the piss? You're dressed like a vampire, unironically. Shoot this tosser.
That's a lot of damage.
And there you go, film over. Yeah, he's a fucking genie or something, isn't he? So yeah, instead of dying, he tears through these goons instead. So as he's running away, this tin warehouse just gets shredded. And while that's going on, this cop shows up, on duty, not wearing his uniform, smoking a tab, in a car covered in blood. Again, it's not surprising why they demoted this guy. And after that, this lady's like, here, what if the Crow is the source of his power? What the fuck are you talking about? I thought he was the Crow. No, the bird. What fucking bird? He just walked in, babbled some nonsense and started fucking killing everyone. Just get the fucking bird, okay? Well, I've tried absolutely nothing else, and I'm all out of ideas, so I guess we're doing the bird plan. So the unironic vampire guy kidnaps this girl to lure Brandon into a trap again, but he's figured out that the Crow, the bird, not the man, is the source of Brandon's power.
Quick compression for you. Caw, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
The shit cop comes to Brandon's rescue and he just starts blasting away and hits absolutely nothing. In fact, he's so bad at his job, Brandon figures the safest place to be right now is in his direct line of fire. Brandon and the shit cop team up, but Brandon's lost all his powers now, so he's literally just some knobhead in face paint with a sexy outfit. So the cop gets himself shot immediately, of course, and this woman manages to get herself killed by a trash bird with an hole in its chest. So in response to this, the man with the automatic rifle flees to the safety of a slick church rooftop in the rain, away from the unarmed man he's established can now be killed by bullets. And of course, the only rational thing to do in this situation is throw your gun away and draw your sword. It doesn't even really need the sword either because, like I said, Brandon's just some fucking guy now. But at the last minute, Brandon invents himself a new power where he can melt people's fucking brains. So yeah, he does that. And then he returns to the sweet, syrupy embrace of the mud.